1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Abdur Rafi Sohail. First, the headlines. Financial Action Task Force has excluded Pakistan from its grey list. Expressing gratitude over exclusion of Pakistan from FATF grey list, Finance Minister says the efforts of the civilian military team under the leadership of Prime Minister in achieving the goal were highly commendable. Pakistan calls for massive support from the international community to carry out rehabilitation and reconstruction in flood-affected areas. Pakistan and Turkey agreed to promote cooperation in film and drama industries, undertake joint ventures in screen tourism, and establish a Pak-Turk culture center. Kashmir Council Europe has said that cluster shelling of Indian forces to target the civilian population in Azad Jammu Kashmir across the line of control is violation of the Geneva Convention and other international laws. And now the news in detail. The Financial Action Task Force has announced to formally remove Pakistan from its grey list. This was announced by FATF President Raja Kumar in Paris. He said Pakistan had been on the grey list since 2018, and after a lot of work by the Pakistani authorities, they completed a combined 34 action items to address deficiencies in the anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing systems. Raja Kumar said FATF welcomes this significant progress. As a result, Pakistan can now more effectively tackle anti-money laundering and terror financing. Pakistan has reiterated that it will continue building on mutually beneficial cooperation with FATF members and the international community to sustain the gains. In a press release, Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar thanked the FATF members and the international community for providing valuable support during the action plan period. He said Pakistan has made enormous progress in the anti-money laundering and countering financing of terrorism domain over the course of fulfilling requirements of both action plans. Despite many challenges, including COVID-19 pandemic, Pakistan continued the reform trajectory and sustained the high-level political commitment of aligning its domestic AML and CFT regime with international best practices. Federal Minister for Finance and Revenue Senator Ishaq Dar has felicitated the nation on removal of Pakistan's name from the Financial Action Task Force's grey list. In a tweet, the finance minister said that the efforts of the civil military team under the leadership of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in achieving the goal were highly commendable. Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Masood Khan, has said Pakistan needs massive support from the international community to carry out rehabilitation and reconstruction in flood-affected areas. In an interview broadcast on US media outlet Public Broadcasting Service, he suggested debt restructuring would provide the country with much-needed fiscal space and enable it to allocate resources for building climate-resilient infrastructure for its people. In regard of Pakistan-US relations, Masood Khan said the two countries are pursuing a positive agenda. Pakistan and Turkey have decided to promote cooperation in film and drama industries, undertake joint ventures in screen tourism, and establish a Pak-Turk culture center. The understanding came during meetings of Minister for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb and Turkish Deputy Minister for Culture and Tourism Ahmet Misbah and a delegation of film industry in Istanbul. The Minister for Information announced that Pakistan will participate in a film mela in Turkey to screen its movies. She said 3 new films produced in Pakistan can be represented in the festival. All parties Hurriyat Conference leaders have urged UN General Secretary Antonio Guterres to pay attention to unabated human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In their separate statements, APHC leaders Abdul Ahad Para, Ghulam Muhammad and Dr. Musaib, while paying tributes to Bijbeharara martyrs, asked UN Secretary General and Human Rights Council that Kashmir be brought before the UN for final resolution in line with the wishes of the Kashmiri people. Chairman Kashmir Council Europe Ali Raza Sayed has said that cluster shells fired by the Indian forces on the remote areas of Azad Jammu Kashmir along the line of control are dangerous for the civilian population of these areas. Talking to journalists in Mirpur, Ali Raza Sayed, accompanied by a foreign delegation that visited the affected areas of the LOC recently, said Indian forces use cluster bombs to target the civilian population in Azad Jammu and Kashmir across the line of control in violation of the Geneva Convention and other international laws. And now cricket. In the Super 12 phase of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in Sydney today, New Zealand were 109 for 1 in 11 overs against Australia a short while ago. Earlier, Australia won the toss and elected to field. The second match will be played between Afghanistan and England at Perth today. And that is all for now. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.